Have you ever wondered how a simple act of kindness can reflect the state of your heart? Such a question, though seemingly simplistic, holds a profound implication, one that has the potential of shifting our perspective on life and interpersonal relationships. Let's take a moment, a short pause in our hectic, fast-paced lives to delve deeper into this concept, shall we? There is a central tenet at the heart of human relationships, a fundamental axiom that you and I, and indeed everyone around us, have most definitely heard about at some point in our lives. It's a rule that resonates with golden brilliance, yet its true meaning, its profound implication, often eludes our consciousness in our day-to-day interactions and actions. This golden rule, in its simplest, most distilled form, is the guiding principle of treating others exactly as you yourself wish to be treated. In essence, it commands us to project onto others the treatment we wish for ourselves. However, it's far more than just a rule advocating for politeness or good etiquette or good manners. It's about a deeper connection, a deeper understanding. It's about empathy, respect, and understanding. Just for a moment, indulge me, and imagine a world where each one of us, every single person, adheres to this rule. What kind of a world would that be? It's a world where empathy is the reigning force, where respect isn't negotiable but a given, where understanding isn't the exception but the norm. It's a world where kindness is not merely an act, an isolated incident, but a lifestyle, a way of life reflecting the deep state of our hearts. Understanding and internalizing the essence of the golden rule is akin to holding up a mirror to your own heart, your own being. If your heart, your core, is brimming with kindness, then it naturally follows that your actions will be the reflection of that kindness. You'll be more understanding, more respectful, more empathetic towards the people around you. It's a reflection, a portrayal, a revealing of what's inside you, of the state of your heart. But here's the interesting bit. The golden rule, this shining principle of empathy and kindness, doesn't merely stop at reflecting the state of your heart. It goes further. It impacts, influences, shapes the state of your heart. When you consciously choose to treat others with kindness, empathy, and respect, something happens. Your heart grows, expands, it becomes more loving, more compassionate, more understanding. Kindness, at its essence, is a two-way street. It's a dynamic exchange. The more kindness you give out into the world, the more kindness you attract. It's a cycle, a self-reinforcing loop that continually feeds into itself, creating a ripple effect that has the potential to touch countless lives, to make an unmistakable difference. And so, the next time you find yourself about to interact with someone, whether a loved one or a stranger, pause for a moment in the haste of life. Remember the golden rule: treat them as you wish to be treated. Show them the kindness, the warmth, the understanding that you yourself desire, that you yourself crave. Remember, it's not just about them. It's about you too. It's about your heart. It's about the kind of person you are, the kind of person you wish to be. And as you consciously choose kindness, you'll find something astonishing. Your heart starts to change, to transform. It becomes softer, kinder, more loving. Why, you ask? Because remember, a heart filled with kindness is a heart filled with love. Can a small amount of faith really move mountains? This question, a simple query it may appear to be on the surface, is actually an invitation to delve deeply into the profound and infinite realm of human faith. It's a doorway that leads us into the territory of the miraculous and the seemingly unattainable. Faith, a concept often misunderstood and undersold, is not about the magnitude of your belief. It's about the potency, the strength, the resilience that it encapsulates. Let's take a moment to consider a metaphor from nature, a comparison that beautifully illustrates this point. Picture a tiny seed, an entity so minuscule that it seems insignificant in the palm of your hand. And yet, with time, nourishment, and persistence, this tiny particle of life has the potential to evolve into a towering tree, an emblem of strength, growth, and resilience. The tree, with its powerful roots and expansive branches, started off as something almost invisible. But its size did not determine its destiny. The seed held within it a silent, unshakable faith in its ability to grow, its potential to rise, and its capacity to weather storms. In a similar vein, a seemingly minuscule amount of faith, a spark of belief, can manifest into significant transformations and miracles in our own lives. Faith is an elusive entity, invisible to the naked eye, yet its impact is tangible and life-altering. It's the unseen wind that gives flight to our ambitions, the invisible fuel that powers the engine of persistence and determination, the hidden compass that navigates us through the labyrinth of life's challenges and uncertainties. Faith, a word of just 5 letters, holds within it a universe of possibilities. Imagine this. It is the unwavering conviction that the sun will rise even in our darkest hour. It's the certainty that bitter cold winters will pass, making way for the colorful bloom of spring. It is a guiding principle, a beacon of hope, that propels us forward, even when the world around us seems bleak and unforgiving. Now let's consider the remarkable story of a man who, against all odds, firmly believed he could walk again after a life-altering accident. Doctors, the supposed experts in the field of and medicine, were certain that he would never feel the sensation of ground under his legs again. However, this man's faith in his own potential, his inner strength, was rock solid. He did not let external voices and opinions shake his belief that he could overcome his physical limitations. Each day he visualized himself walking, running, dancing. He saw himself living a life beyond his wheelchair. He saw himself not as a victim or a patient, but as a survivor, a warrior. His faith, that tiny flicker of hope ignited within his heart, sparked a recovery deemed miraculous by many. Today he walks, runs, dances, a testament to the monumental power of faith. On a different path, think about a single mother who, with her last few dollars, dared to embark on the journey of entrepreneurship. Her faith in her abilities, her unwavering belief in her vision, propelled her forward. She encountered challenges, setbacks, had moments of self-doubt, yet her faith remained unshaken. She persisted, she dared to dream and chase those dreams, and as a result, her small business venture grew, blossomed, thrived. Her faith, that tiny seed of belief, moved her mountain of financial instability and transformed it into of abundance. Such stories are not random exceptions or one-off miracles. They are the real and tangible manifestations of the power of faith. They are the evidence that faith is the force that keeps us going when the road gets tough, the light that guides us through the darkest tunnels, the anchor that steadies us amidst life's turbulent seas. Faith, in its essence, is an affirmation of life's possibilities. It's the assurance that our dreams can become our realities, that our obstacles can transform into our stepping stones, that our trials can evolve into our triumphs. So let's hold on to faith, however small it may seem, because faith, even as tiny as a mustard seed, can indeed move mountains. Keep faith, for it is the key to unlocking miracles in life. What if letting go of resentment could lead to your freedom? The subject of forgiveness is an extraordinarily potent one, a principle that pierces the core of our human condition. It reaches deep into our collective psyche, stirring emotions and thoughts that often lie dormant. Forgiveness is a compelling proposition, a deliberate and conscious decision made to relinquish feelings of resentment or vengeance towards an individual or a group who has caused you harm. It's a conscious act, irrespective of whether they genuinely deserve your mercy. Now let's reflect on the people whom you might perceive as undeserving of your forgiveness. This isn't about them. This of pardoning isn't for their benefit or well-being, it's all about you. It's designed to liberate you from the cumbersome weight of grudges and harmful emotions that pull you down. Form an image in your mind of a heavy backpack. Imagine filling this backpack with stones, each named after a grudge you currently hold or someone you resent. Now carry this backpack up a steep, treacherous mountain. Feel the strain on your shoulders, the weight dragging you down. This is the burden of resentment. Notice how every step feels more challenging, more exhausting, how every breath you take becomes more laborious. The air turns thinner and your journey increasingly demanding. Now picture yourself setting the heavy backpack down. Watch it roll away down the hillside, disappearing from sight. The absence is noticeable, the sudden lightness in your body. Your journey now seems lighter, more bearable and less tiresome. That's the transformative power of forgiveness. However, it's critical to understand what forgiveness does not entail. It's not about brushing off the harm done to you, erasing it from your memory, or justifying the wrongs. It's about liberating yourself from the crushing weight of bitterness. It's about finding a way to release the chains that bind you to the anger and resentment, refusing to let them taint your emotions any longer. When you forgive, you're not condoning the injustice inflicted upon you. You're simply stating that you won't allow it to tarnish your happiness any longer. Forgiveness isn't an automatic process. It doesn't instinctively come to us, especially when the hurt is raw and the wound is still fresh. It's a journey and not a destination. It's a process, a progression that requires time, patience, and compassion for oneself. This journey, while arduous, offers a reward that far outweighs the effort. It's the sensation of freedom, the liberation from your self-imposed prison of resentment. This freedom allows us to break the chains of bitterness that have bound us to past pain, opening our hearts to the possibility of tranquility, happiness, and the potential for healing. It enables us to chart a course forward, unburdened by past injustices and solely focused on the opportunities the future holds. Forgiveness should never be mistaken as an act of weakness. On the contrary, it's an act of strength, resilience, and courage. It takes a robust individual to pronounce, "I forgive you." Yet it requires an even stronger person to genuinely mean those words, to let go of the resentment and pain. So today, pose this question to yourself. Who do you need to forgive? And more crucially, are you ready to set down that heavy backpack and traverse the mountain of life with freedom and ease? Remember, forgiveness isn't something we do for the sake of others. It's something we do for our well-being. We forgive to find peace, to grow, to progress. We forgive to liberate ourselves. Through forgiveness, we gain freedom and peace. How do you weather life's storms and uncertainties? This is a question that has been asked by countless individuals throughout the course of human history, and it is one that every person will inevitably face in their own time. Life, as we know it, is a delicate balance of sunshine and rain, of tranquility and turbulence. It's a beautiful dance of light and dark, joy and sorrow, peace and chaos. It is unpredictable and filled with sunny days and stormy nights that often arrive unannounced, catching us unaware and unprepared. These are the times when the ground beneath our feet seems to shake violently and unpredictably. It's as if the very foundation of our existence is being called into question, leaving us feeling disoriented and unsteady. The sky above us, once a comforting of blue, seems to darken and close in on us, casting long, sinister shadows that fill our hearts with dread and uncertainty. It is during these moments that the world as we know it appears to be crumbling around us, threatening to swallow us whole. But even amidst the tumultuous storms of life, there is a source of strength, a beacon of hope, an anchor that holds us steady amidst the crashing waves of uncertainty and fear. That anchor is faith. Faith is not just about believing in something greater than ourselves. It's about surrendering to that force, embracing it, allowing it to permeate our very being and guide us through the storm towards the light that awaits us on the other side. Faith is also about trust. It's about having unwavering confidence in that divine force, especially when times are tough. It's about firm, even when the winds of life are howling around us, threatening to sweep us off our feet. It's about refusing to be moved, remaining steadfast and resolute regardless of the circumstances around us. Faith is about being resilient in the face of adversity. It's about understanding that the trials we face are not meant to break us, but rather to shape us. They are the blacksmith's hammer, relentlessly pounding us into shape, molding us into stronger, more resilient individuals. Each blow is a lesson, each challenge an opportunity to grow and evolve. When we stand firm in our faith, we become like the wise man who built his house on the rock. As the rains descended, the floods came, and the winds blew, his house remained unmoved. Because it was founded on a rock, that rock was his faith. Similarly, our faith serves as our rock, providing us with a firm foundation, a solid ground to stand on when everything else around us seems to be shifting, changing, and crumbling. Faith, however, is not a magic wand that makes our problems disappear. It doesn't promise a life devoid of hardships or free from storms. Instead, faith equips us with the strength to endure these storms, to navigate through them, to face them head-on, and to emerge stronger on the other side. It provides us with the resilience to withstand the onslaught of life's trials and tribulations, and the courage to continue moving forward even when the path ahead is shrouded in darkness. Faith also serves as a reminder. It reminds us that even in the midst of a storm, there is a purpose, a plan, a divine design. It assures us that we are not alone, that we are held, supported, and guided by a force greater than any storm we may face. Standing firm in faith also means trusting in this divine design even when we can't see it. It's about understanding that the trials we face are not random, but are part of a bigger picture, a grander plan that is unfolding in ways we may not understand. It's about surrendering to the allowing it to unfold as it is meant to, trusting that in the end, everything will fall into place. So, when you find yourself in the midst of life's storms, remember to stand firm in your faith. Remember that you have an anchor, a rock on which you can stand, a beacon of hope that will guide you through the darkest night. Remember that you are not alone, that you are held, supported, and guided by a force greater than any storm you may face, a force that will never abandon you, a force that will see you through until the storm is past. In faith, we find the strength to weather life's storms and uncertainties. What if curiosity could lead you to enlightenment? This is a question that has been asked countless times throughout history, and one that we will delve into deeply today. Before we proceed, let's take a moment to consider the magnitude of the question. This concept, at its core, is one of significant philosophical and intellectual depth. Isn't it intriguing to ponder? An idea that implies our inquisitiveness, our yearning for more knowledge, can lead us to a profound understanding of ourselves and the universe inhabit. We can trace the roots of this concept back to various ancient philosophical and religious teachings. For instance, in the venerable book of Matthew, a unique and intriguing teaching emerges. This teaching encourages us to appreciate the wisdom inherent in seeking and questioning. It further bolsters the supposition that curiosity is not just about acquiring knowledge, but it can serve as a compass guiding us toward enlightenment. But what does that mean exactly? What is enlightenment, and how does our curiosity lead us there? Enlightenment, in its simplest form, is a state of heightened understanding and awareness. It is about comprehending the depth of our existence, the complexities of the world we live in, and the profound mysteries of the cosmos. And herein lies the role of curiosity. It propels us into the journey of discovery, a voyage through the unknown that brings us closer to the absolute truth. Imagine for a moment that you find yourself standing at the entrance of a labyrinth. As you step into this maze, every twist and turn you take, every dead end you encounter, becomes a lesson. You are not just wandering aimlessly, but rather you are learning, understanding the structure, the patterns, the routes that could possibly lead to the exit. Each step you take adds to your wisdom. Now let's consider life in this context. Think of every question we ask as a new we decide to explore, with every answer we find bringing us a step closer to that elusive exit, or in our case, enlightenment. It's important to note, however, that it's not merely about raising questions. The quality of our questions matters profoundly. The questions that truly make a difference are those that stimulate us to think, challenge our notions, and prompt us to look beyond the superficial. These are the questions that foster wisdom, illuminating the path to enlightenment. While we embark on this enriching journey, it's crucial not to lose sight of the value of our curiosity. It is a gift, an inherent tool within us that drives us forward, fueling our quest for knowledge. Without curiosity, life would be a still picture, a stagnant entity confined within the walls of our present comprehension. Contrarily, with curiosity, we are set on a never-ending journey of discovery. We continually push the horizons of our understanding, forever seeking wisdom and enlightenment. This is the power of curiosity, the ability to transform our existence into an eternal quest for knowledge and comprehension. So, let's embrace curiosity wholeheartedly. Let's dare to ask questions, to seek answers, to strive for understanding. Embracing curiosity is not merely about seeking knowledge. It's about personal growth, it's about gaining wisdom, and it's about moving a step closer to enlightenment. It is through this ongoing process that we evolve, that we flourish, that we inch towards enlightenment. At the end of the day, isn't that what life is truly about? It is a journey of growth, of learning, of continuous seeking of wisdom and enlightenment. It is about the endless search for truth, the persistent yearning for understanding, and the ceaseless pursuit of knowledge. Cherish your curiosity, for it is the path to wisdom and enlightenment. So never stop questioning, never stop exploring, and never stop learning. As we embark on this thrilling journey, enlightenment, let us remember to cherish our curiosity, for it is indeed an invaluable tool in our quest for wisdom and understanding.